Chat, here we go. We have another 2v2 show match. It's Zen and ExoTiiK versus Vatira and dralii. And we talked about this a little bit when Zen and ExoTiiK played Juicy and Rosin, how there's lots of rumors about moves in the Rocket League world. Well, the good news is that this Vatira dralii one is not one that is a rumor. It is confirmed already. In fact, I think Wikipedia pointed out that 14 days or so after dralii won the World Championship with BDS, he is already fully confirmed to be on a new team. And it's looking like KC has backed Vatira, Atto, and dralii to be the KC squad going forward. I think they even said that Vatira and Atto maybe signed on for a couple years. I might be wrong about that, but I think they locked them up for a bit. And they have added the rookie sensation dralii. Now, will these two be able to slow down what has been a very dominant duo in Zen and ExoTiiK? Over the past couple show matches that they played, like I said, one of them on Johnny's stream, worth checking out, and on his YouTube, playing against the Spanish team. I think they dropped one game against the Spanish team and no games against their fellow French team Juicy and Rosin, but they have another matchup against a KC team to see if they can go as hard as they have been. Only a singular game dropped so far, but Vatira and dralii have both been playing their twos. I was talking about this before, but a lot of EU is hopping on stream, which you love to see. It happens a little bit more in the off-season than when the RLCS is going on, but we've actually seen both Vatira and dralii booting up the stream a lot more often as of late. So we've gotten to see little sneak peeks of them playing in twos. We'll see how they fare today. Don't wall the legend, mundane money. I'll be for sure accepting the friend request right after the stream, guaranteed. Based on what we saw so far, this is happening immediately after the previous show match. It's actually an improved start for dralii and Vatira compared to the way it was going for Juicy and Rosin, as they hold Zen and ExoTiiK to 0 for a couple minutes before finally allowing in the first goal. Okay. I might have to block mundane money. remember the thing I said about not dono walling him? I may have to change my mind on that. ExoTiiK. Okay. Okay, yeah. There's got to be a way to like make sure those don't show up at all, right? Zen's shot denied by Vatira. Vatira able to pin it out. Zen looking for a double. Nobody left to stop it this time. And it's a 2-0 lead for Zen and ExoTiiK. dralii with full boost control. ExoTiiK very willing to stick into play on 0. dralii escapes out of the corner, looks for a bump, and allows Vatira to score. So ExoTiiK, who seemed to be fairly aggressive, had to then play defense on very little boost after Zen got beat with the flick. Could not react to the Vatira shot in time. The new KC duo are on the board. Vatira lob up to dralii. Zen actually missed the backboard read. Not going to happen very often. Vatira misses, and he's actually going to own goal. He slams in an own goal. dralii's shot was a bit weaker than you'd expect from him, but it's going to be a goal courtesy of Zen, who absolutely booms it in for him to tie up the game. dralii, can he somehow make this goal line save? He can't. It was going to be pretty impressive to make the save and keep the 50 from finding a way into the net. He did a decent enough job, but Zen will dunk it in and puts Zen and ExoTiiK back in the lead. Zen trying to get a musty going to keep this dribble up. Vatira seemed to prepare for that because it's not the natural place to hang out when looking to challenge somebody where Zen was at, because that pop really does put a lot of more height on the ball. But Vatira expecting it, reads it, and keeps this ball in the orange half. And then dralii's going to drop the ball off to the midfield. And Vatira there to finish. It all starts with a great challenge against a Zen that just last series was escaping out of the orange half on what felt like almost every single attempt. The duo's been stuck playing a little bit more defense this time. ExoTiiK on the ball, pinching this one into dralii. He's going to leave with blue trail. Vatira just lobbing it up to dralii. Says go to work, but a little bit too strong as dralii cannot get back to it. Dralii, oh my goodness, what a save from ExoTiiK. How did he find a way to keep that out? It seemed like they had created an open opportunity. ExoTiiK's going to go for a demo and a follow-up bump to guarantee this finds its way in. But my goodness, I'm not even going to mark it. I feel like that was an insane save from ExoTiiK. The camera didn't show him the whole way, but a huge play from him, potentially securing this game number one. We've seen a decent amount of scoring, 36 seconds. ExoTiiK going to collect the ball. Single jumped after the fake challenge from Vatira. dralii attempting to beat Zen to this ball on the side wall, not able to. As Vatira will keep this close. Smooth catch. Has ExoTiiK waiting in the shadow. The flick does not get over the top of him. Almost threw Zen off his line. He's going to continue to try and be a pest. He knows the ball needs to go in right now. dralii, great flick. But ExoTiiK actually ready for it. Coming off the back wall. Zen, can he get the read? Of course he can. Is there going to be one last opportunity? Not enough boost on the KC team to turn back in and make a play, so it will hit the ground. And Zen and ExoTiiK continue to only have dropped a single game as they go up 1-0. Game number 2. Vatira and dralii. Currently positioned to potentially become the next victim of the Zen and ExoTiiK duo. Vatira trying to back off. Great 50 win directly to his teammate. dralii going to beat ExoTiiK with a double. Leaves the ball for Vatira. But Zen there. Vatira trying to slow play it. ExoTiiK cannot stop him. So Vatira playing it really smart here, not panicking. Actually even tapping around Zen instead of towards the net. He taps it off to the left and has the wherewithal to fake again before low 50ing underneath ExoTiiK. Great play to open up the scoring in game number 2. And the kickoff in KC's favor. Vatira going to have to defend against a Zen behind the ball. He's able to dispossess him. dralii dealing with some physical play. Now has a catch in a 50. Cannot muscle through both players on the orange team, but puts them back on offense. Vatira, a nice interception to slow down the play. dralii seems unwilling to turn to challenge. Instead, going to shadow and back off. Vatira dispossessing Zen. And seemingly backflipping off this one as he recognizes dralii will take over. Game slowing down here in the corner. We saw Zen using demos to break out in the past. ExoTiiK this time was actually chasing down the player not stuck in the corner in a slow play. Wasn't able to get the demo though. Has Zen with open field. Has ExoTiiK out to his left. Is going to leave the ball. Looking for the bump. Gets dralii, but Vatira gets to just wait in net and make the save. dralii cutting across to not need the Vatira panic jump on the back line. Now 2v1. Zen's going to try and bump dralii. He gets around the first, and ExoTiiK doesn't have enough boost to play quickly. So dralii doing well. Zen is on a warpath right now. He gets a double demo. Vatira respawns though. ExoTiiK flick too high. Zen follow-up touch to ExoTiiK. Vatira makes another save. Vatira, the defensive stand. Zen is out here trying to delete everybody, and yet somehow KC find a way to not only survive, but to counter as well. dralii, a fortunate double. Just put his shot directly at ExoTiiK low. And the save bounces right back into him to allow the follow-up for Vatira. Vatira, oh my goodness, what a save from Vatira. It felt like it was a kickoff goal for the orange team. But Vatira finds a way to get it off the post. Now dralii slowing down before the reset and a bump attempt. Vatira going double instead of going straight at the net. He actually got a reset too to try and finish it off. Decent slow play from dralii, who has Zen looking panicked in nets. I don't think these guys have seen a 2-goal deficit. They definitely haven't seen one today. They certainly haven't seen a 3-goal deficit today. As Vatira just doing a great job of staying on ball. When we watch Vatira play 1v1, this is actually how he's playing 1v1 as well. He just wants to be a complete and utter pest, never leave, despite being on low boost. In 1v1, it got him punished many times. We actually had the progressive sidewall cam there on accident. I don't know how it happened, but we were watching for him from that position for a moment. Zen not going to be able to make the save. 4-0 as Vatira, the pop-up, and just beats ExoTiiK to the ball. I don't think it was necessarily a shot he was expecting to be a goal, but Zen clipped the post, then couldn't get back in time. No doubt it should have just been a Zen save. dralii 50, and now 5-0. Vatira and dralii have found their offense. A minute 43, another fairly neutral kickoff. Will get tapped into the corner for Zen. We saw Vatira already in the air trying to maybe discourage an aerial play. Zen does just play it on the ground. dralii air dribbles this to Vatira. My goodness, what a finish. dralii just got this to an awkward spot for ExoTiiK, and he ends up tapping it up as a perfect pass for Vatira, who, man, slams it home. We will go next, but I just wanted to make sure we watched that again. Game number 2. Going to Vatira and dralii as they tie up the best of 5, 1-1. Game number 3. KC versus Zen and ExoTiiK. Vatira and dralii able to force the forfeits without conceding a single goal in game number 2. So I think we have ourselves a series here. dralii unable to follow up his touch in the air. So many sidewall doubles from the Zen ExoTiiK team. This one actually ends up being a whiff, but he will catch and flick, denied by dralii. Vatira will eliminate Zen on his half, and a long shot actually gets over the top of ExoTiiK, but the respawning Zen is there. As dralii and Vatira find themselves back here in the orange half. Wow, ExoTiiK got the ball taken away, but ended up being in the perfect position to continue his clear. Vatira not able to force the ball in front of the nets, and a demo should end the offense for KC. Zen reset. Vatira has been handling the goal line very well. Very well, I should say. I can combine fairly and very. dralii gonna make it 1-0. Vatira, after the goal line save, the sidewall pinch to get around ExoTiiK, and there's only one left to beat. Zen could not get back in time. So ultimately, I think it's that sidewall play and that speed from Vatira that leads to the goal. ExoTiiK operating as that last back after the Zen take needs to be sure about his challenge, and certainly felt sure enough to dive in and beat Vatira to the ball, but he was wrong about that, and his team is going to be down because of it. Vatira somehow finding a way to get a touch on this ball to clear it out of a dangerous position. Low on boost, though, is the KC squad. ExoTiiK will pin this one to the crossbar, and the follow-up is about as easy as it gets for Zen. Great work by ExoTiiK. dralii does get a touch. Don't think it matters either way. Vatira, an interception, taking this ball away from dralii, who left it off. We see Zen looking for a demo. That leaves ExoTiiK all alone. ExoTiiK is just sitting, waiting, because he's expecting dralii to be the one on the ball, taking it to the ground. So we have seen Zen being aggressive a couple times, having it not pay off. Vatira bumped slightly out of the way, but does backflip to cover the angle. dralii, look at the speed as he beats Zen to the ball. The shot is wide. ExoTiiK very low on boost. Vatira just angling his car to try and win the 50 to the back wall, anywhere for dralii to follow up. And even though he did that, does not work out for a goal. And Vatira only able to slightly delay this one. Another early challenge from the last back, but he knew he'd be in big trouble if he didn't try and take away the ball. Did get a touch, but straight into the ceiling and back down. So a goal for Zen and ExoTiiK. Delay from Vatira. Does mix up the kickoff slightly. We haven't seen too many kickoff shenanigans in these matchups. Zen able to get the midfield. Vatira somehow survives. Or sorry, I should say back corner. Vatira is the one who picks up the midfield. ExoTiiK faking dralii as he sent him flying. Vatira is close to help out his teammate. Zen gets a reset. Doesn't want to use it. Couldn't really get the ball to anywhere meaningful through the air. ExoTiiK almost able to pin this straight down. dralii getting starved out, having to play off pads right now. Midfield did not respond for him. Back corner be there just in time. dralii doesn't get that follow-up touch, but might be better for Vatira anyways. He's able to get a run up to the clear and get it out of the blue half. Vatira now pre-jump by ExoTiiK, got around him. Is he going to be able to get back to the ball? He does! Vatira gets the and one. Bump from ExoTiiK, and it's not going to matter. Zen is not close enough to the play to be able to stop him from just floating slowly back down to the ball and getting the finish into the bottom rights. Vatira, what speed. Oh my goodness. Zen, nothing he could do to stop that shot if it was on target. So he did just sit on the ground and wait to react to the potential miss, which just barely was. Zen passed to ExoTiiK. Shot not nearly hard enough to get past Vatira, as Vatira expertly dodging the demo pressure. Now dralii has to go 1v1 with Zen. It's an air dribble bump. dralii makes the save, and a little bump from Vatira will guarantee the goal as ExoTiiK was following up. Hard to blame him, as they desperately need a goal with the clock winding down. And there's a chance that Zen is going to be able to create an easy opportunity for ExoTiiK. That's just not the way it worked out. So a 2-goal lead and a kickoff that probably needed to be a goal for Zen and ExoTiiK. It is a possession for them, as Zen up into the air, not able to get around dralii. ExoTiiK diving in, has a demo, so an opportunity. This ball's so high up in the air, they have to wait for it to get back down. Zen just going to fake it. ExoTiiK not in a position to play off that fake. And so the clock will likely wind down to 0. KC giving themselves... Wait a second. Oh, never mind. Vatira, one of these saves. I was about to say there was a chance with 1 second left to go, but Vatira somehow kept that from going in and truly left there no opportunity. Vatira and dralii going to be on match point. I think the storyline of this series so far has to be the Vatira goal line defense. He made a ton of saves to give them the clean slate win in game number 2, and has made a couple crucial ones to now put themselves in a great position in this best of 5. dralii, look at him go. He says, what are you talking about, Vatira? Wait, I actually hyped him up too much. I think that was a wide open net, and I think dralii did all the hard work to make it easy for him. Maybe I was wrong about that, but that absolutely had to be a goal. Vatira misses wide, so it will be 0-0. and the universe heard me hyping up KC just a little bit too much. Zen gonna miss high. Follow-up shot denied. As dralii keeps the scoring from opening. Zen popping up into the air. Reset around dralii. Dunk in, and he'll do it himself. Vatira gonna drop him the nice shot. This is the danger of the passive shadow. dralii trying to float in the air and intercept, but he's never able to. And I think Vatira is basically waiting it out to see what dralii's going to do to the ball before trying to make a play on it himself. By the time he needs to help out, it's too late. Zen has doubled it in. Oh, what a passing play. dralii, great finish. Seems like the Vatira pass to dralii finish works out a bit better. Great slam into the ceiling to set him up, and a good kickoff win to instantly equalize. Vatira, quite the pinch to reset the field here. dralii will be around to try and do something with it, but a speedy Zen recovery gets himself rolling the other way. This ball in a dangerous position. dralii not close enough to make a play off it, so the zero boost ExoTiiK will be able to handle it. dralii goes for the ground double. Vatira backing off the ball. Slightly surprised me there. I thought he was going to turn in field. And in fact, Zen is showing that he's not even able to handle it. If Vatira had, maybe could have gotten a possession. But there's one thing Vatira has seemed very confident in, and that's just turning back and playing out of his own net, making the right save and scoring quickly after. Now he's going to outplay everybody. dralii's going to miss this time. I think that was maybe not quite as open as the other chance KC had, but definitely felt scoreable after Vatira seemed to beat two. There's going to be ones that Vatira and dralii want back. That's Vatira making the save on the near post. ExoTiiK bumped, and that is just enough time for Vatira to be able to get a decent challenge on and end their possession. dralii popped to himself. Zen has the save. dralii staying in on 20 boost. Not what you could do now, chaining some dashes together to try and get back and help out Vatira, as Zen has the only goal for his team on a solo play. dralii wins the 50, but not by enough. Vatira says, I'll take over from here. What a great recovery on the side wall into perfect dunk and a goal for dralii. Huge play from Vatira. A lesser player gets thrown off and doesn't make as good of a challenge. In fact, Zen seemed to be banking on the fact that there wasn't going to be a Vatira dunking the ball away, and he was wrong. Vatira and dralii up 2-1. dralii seemed to want to sidewall pinch this one away, and is actually fortunate that that didn't just go straight in. Zen looking at an open net, but with defenders swinging in wide, as dralii's able to cut him off early. Vatira, oh my goodness. Vatira popping off. He's going to pop this one up and take it out to the midfield. ExoTiiK doing his best to recover, but he is not going to be able to stop. It's going to be 147 km per hour, but that is an acceleration from ExoTiiK on the goal line. That being said, it was still a really nice play from him. 3-1. It's Vatira and dralii looking to maybe end this mini winning streak of Zen and ExoTiiK. Vatira not trying to rush back to the ball after that 50, just backing off. Slightly becoming redundant with dralii as they're both on the back line, but Vatira has shown he's been making the right decisions defensively. Nice cut in field by dralii. Vatira trying to pinch it out, and a demo will prevent there from being a chance to score. Vatira has two defenders to beat and will not be able to get around one. ExoTiiK interception, leaving it off for Zen. Air dribble, who's going air dribble. Bump Vatira from behind, makes the save, and dralii has the follow-up. Vatira never giving up on the play, helping out his teammate who knew he had the cringe coming for him. dralii, nice interception. These guys cutting off every passing play. Oh my goodness, Vatira! Vatira is on fire right now. Takes this one into the ceiling, gets the ceiling reset, jumps back down, and reads it off the post to dunk it in. My goodness, Vatira. 4-1 with 30 seconds left to go. And barring a miracle, it's looking like the KC duo are going to be walking away with a win. Zen cannot get the pop on the landing. 14 seconds. It's all just for show now. Reset pogo. Love to see it. Seemed like he was almost trying to get a slight pogo type shot when he landed sideways earlier. But Vatira will put the punctuation mark. 5-1 is GG's. As the confirmed new KC duo show why they wanted to be teams. GG's, thanks for playing. They dropped the GG's, but they're playing out the 0 second. You love to see it. I feel like I don't want to interrupt their 0 seconding, so I will let them keep playing. My phone call was from Scam Likely. Sorry if anyone else has that ringtone. I decided to decline the call from Scam Likely. GG's, Vatira dralii take it in 4.